That's my knee. Anyways, hi. So it's funny because like every now and then I look at like the vlogs that I do, and I'm like, sometimes I get the thought that uh, I don't do enough vlogs talking just about like what's going on in my life or whatever, because that's kind of what vlogs are. And then I look back and I'm like, that's what most of your vlogs actually are. Like, you don't really do the topic thing too often, and oftentimes your not topic things are just you talking about how you wish you had a topic. So, I don't know, but this is one of those vlogs where I just kind of, I don't know, I just feel like doing an update or something. I don't know. That's what vlogs are, man. Yeah, I've got the house to myself for today, basically, because it ends today. But like, and that's cool. I was kind of unprepared for it though, so it's been like a little bit less enjoyable than I would have liked. And I think part of that is because I've been is a little stressful because my cat is she's got something going on, and they're trying to figure out what it is, but it's, you know, it's a little slow going. Unfortunately, as they try to figure it out. So it's just like she has this thing where she'll like just start rolling around and not breathing real heavy and not know where she is, you know, seems like. And she'll like not like her paw will give out. I don't know, it's really weird. This happened last weekend. So I was pretty surprised when my parents still decided to go out of town this weekend. They actually left on Thursday, which meant Friday I had to wake up and get everything done with the cats, including give Leia her medicine, which is not that hard. It can just be time consuming. So yeah, there was a bit on my mind there. But it all worked out. I'm a little bit less stressed out now. I was also stressed out because I was like, oh man, I got to plan 3 dinners and I got to plan around stuff. But yesterday at work, it was like Employee Appreciation Day. And at the end of it, we had Chick-fil-A for lunch. So I just kind of swiped what nuggets were left over. And so now I've got a tray of nuggets in the fridge, which will keep me fed all weekend. In fact, after this, I'm probably going to go eat some. So that was good. It's a lot of Chick-fil-A because I ate like half of a wrap yesterday for dinner. And today I guess I'm just having the nuggets. That's what when I'm home alone, that's kind of what I do. Like last time I just made a pizza and ate it both nights. Like I like being efficient like that. I usually like go out and get myself something, but like with me having Chick-fil-A, it's like I don't really want to go get more fast food when I already have fast food in the house. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it kind of feels nice to eat leftovers. You know what I mean? Like, it's just good to finish something rather than have to get rid of it. So, I'm good with it. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a weird time having the house to myself. I usually like it because like back in the old days, in the college days, right? And even when I was like part-time at work, so like up to 2018, it's like I had time to myself. And even like after I went full-time, I'd still usually get 1 day off during the week. And I could, I could use that to do stuff like this, like a vlog or a let's play or a stream or something. Like, it's weird to think about, but like I used to stream during the day on a weekday. It was so dumb. Because I could, and no one was around, and I could just always talk at my, sort of naturally louder volume. So yeah, I do kind of miss having the house to myself sometimes, but sometimes it is a little bit more stressful to, to have to run things essentially. So yeah, I don't know. And it's weird. I always feel like this weird obligation to like keep things clean. So I spend a decent chunk of my time cleaning. When people are gone, because I'm like, I don't want people to come back in the house. It's like a weird secret way to get me to do a little bit of cleaning. I don't like clean like my room as well as I should, but like I vacuum and stuff. It's always a good excuse for that. So it's kind of weird, and it's like but I also stress out because I'm like, oh my god, I only have so much time like this. What should I do? And it's like, I've been so scatterbrained today. It has been like disgusting how scatterbrained. Because I was trying to clean things up. I had to I had to do litter boxes and take the trash out because it smelled, because it always does for some reason when I'm home alone. I wanted to vacuum. I wanted to straighten up. It's like I want to watch a movie. I want to sort Pokemon cards. I want to do vlogs. I would like to stream, but probably can't. It's like all these things that I think about that it's like I can't do as freely when people are home here with me, which is all the fucking time now. But it's like I can never decide on one, so I end up trying to do 2 or 3 things at once, and like it never works out. And it happened a couple of times because there were things where it's like I would like be doing one thing, think about what I wanted to do, and then like end up doing something else, and then like I'd end up being like, oh yeah, I wanted to do this like urgently, and then it was like, nah man, I ended up doing something that was like, well, you could do this when people are home, and it's like, I don't know. It's really weird. It makes me even more scatterbrained than I already am on the weekends. But like, the crazy thing is that I actually do kind of get stuff done when there's no one here. Like, my list of accomplishments today is pretty vast. I mean, all the cat stuff I did, and vacuuming. I've already filmed a vlog, so this is the second one. Sorry for ruining that illusion. But yeah, I mean, I've done a couple of things today. So yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of nice, and it always has been kind of encouraging, like when people, aren't home, because like back in the days when, it was college time, or the early days of my working life, it was like, I knew that there was a time limit, despite the fact that there was more time right around the corner. So it was like, I have to get stuff done by 3 o'clock because that's when people start coming in. So it was very encouraging. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was reasonably productive when I was in college and when I did part-time, because it was like, okay, I have to get this done. When I was full-time, it became less like that, because like, it was only one day, and like that one day was usually something that I needed to get all the shit out of my system, which is kind of how it works. And I find to this day that that's kind of how weekends work, where it's like on Saturday I will do jack all, and then Sunday I'll be a little bit more productive. I'll get art done, or I'll write, or I'll do whatever. And even on Sunday mornings, like a lot of the times I'll rally and I'll actually get like a vlog done. And that's like a thing that I can put out into the world. And like, I don't know. I like being able to do that creatively. So, that's kind of a thing. I'm still like sitting here struggling with vlog topics that I want to do. I have a couple that I want to do, but it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it is hard to decide on one. And like I said in the previous vlog about this sort of thing, like I feel like some topics deserve a little bit more thought and some scripting. And others are just like, all right, well, rattle them off. The like Maroon 5 thing I did, like in the Chicago one, it's like you can just rattle them off, and it's like funny to try and struggle for ideas. But other ones, it's like it is serious, and if I have a good idea, I want to give it its due. So there's a couple of them, and there's a couple of things I want to do. Like there are 2 types of vlogs that I kind of want to do right now. One is I want to start kind of a new series called tentatively Where Should It Go From Here, where I talk about like the current state of franchises that I like, and like what the next game or movie or piece of media should be like. I kind of like that idea. That's fun. But I also want to do like a more philosophical vlog thing where I just like try to unlock the secrets of the universe, because like sometimes I get deep and I think about that, or just like weird like science fiction-y scenarios and stuff like that. But I feel like some of those require a little more thought, because like it's not bad to ramble about theoretical things like that, but I would like some organization. And it's the same with the other sort of video that I mentioned, but you know, I've got time and I can get to it. And the cool thing is that like, yeah, I don't have the house to myself tomorrow, but I'll still have that same block of time that I usually have on a Sunday to do that. So that's exciting. Um, I don't know. I do miss having the house to myself more often though. It's so nice. It is so nice to be able to just kind of like pace around the house and like talk myself through things. Cuz it's like, and I think I just never get my thoughts together when I'm sitting in here and have to be quiet and all that stuff, you know. It's like if I can just like take time out and like go pace and like not do anything, like, you know, it's a little bit it really does help me like decide on things a little bit if I can keep my thoughts straight. So, you know, I don't know. I miss that. I miss just kind of having free reign in the house, um, and being able to say things and do things however I want, or you know, just not thinking about other things and all that stuff. It's kind of nice, you know. And it's like, well, hey, why don't you think about moving out? And it's like, well, first of all, money's a big issue. Like, I think I could do it, but then I would have absolutely no money for anything else, which is disappointing. Um, just and honestly, I doubt kind of that I really would make enough money because shit is expensive, you know. It's like if much for the same reason that I would like I want to be, you know, if I'm out of the house and in my own place, it's like I don't want to be like in an apartment, you know, because then I still can't be loud, you know? Like I've always thought about that. It's like if I ever wanted to try my hand at voice acting or whatever, it's like I would need a place without people, you know, or if I ever wanted to, you know, become an obnoxious Twitch streamer or let's player or something, um, you know, you have to be able to scream a little bit, you know. And I don't want to freak people. I mean, I don't think I would like need to scream every day, but like I would be paranoid, I think, if I lived in an apartment building. And I don't know. I just don't want to be that close to other people that I don't know. Um, you know, so that's a thing. I would want to have like my own separate place. Same with a row house. I think a row house would be a little bit better. I've known people who have soundproofed those things pretty well, so it's like that might work, but I also like I don't know how I feel about that. You know, or a townhouse, as they call them. Well, it's a townhouse. What does that mean? A house in town? You know, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't mind those. They're not very much maintenance. You know, I don't know. It's kind of a thing to think about. Have my own little place down there. It'll be fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's the other thing is I don't know if I would like to live alone. Like to be honest, it does make me a little bit nervous when I'm like this, because it's like, I don't know. It makes me nervous because it's like, you know, I would then have to dedicate all my time to taking care of the place, which is kind of a bummer, you know. And doing all that by yourself doesn't feel great. And I think being alone that much would drive me nuts because I don't like interact with people enough to you know, to really sate that need for it the way I automatically do when you know, it's like my parents are around or whatever. You know, it'll be different if I had like I mean I guess I could do like, oh hey, let's have Discord night or whatever, and I could like talk if it. I don't like small groups either, you know. It's like it's such a weird thing. I don't know. I didn't mean for this to be like my living on the own blog, but it's something that's been on my mind. I don't know. I really just wanted to update about my life. Like, dude, I talked about getting that new job back in April. It's like hard to believe it's been 4 months already. What's really weird is that like I said we had Employee Appreciation Day. Well, that was like one of the first things that happened after the merger last year was Employee Appreciation Day. So it was later last year. It was like in September because of all the merger shit. But like, you know, it's kind of interesting that we've come full circle to that now. It's like really weird that we're getting there, you know. The new job's been good though. Like honestly, yesterday I actually kind of enjoyed what I did, which is a weird thing. Like it was like my day was just interesting through and through. and I kind of enjoyed it. The free Chick-fil-A helped, but like, um, it was just it was a fun day. And I don't say that often about work, but no, it was cool actually. Um, who did I say that to? Oh, it was okay. I remember who I said that to now. But yeah, so the new job has been going pretty well. It is still pretty boring on most days. And I'm still very paranoid about whether or not I'm doing a good job at it because unfortunately I have learned how to make it mundane, which is like I don't want to have to work too hard or like decide for myself what to do. So I've learned how to make like the things I have to do stretch for most of the day to the point where like it ends up being 3:30 and I'm like, well, I can find something small to do until like end of day. So it's like, I never actually do any of the extracurricular things that I can and should be doing. So that's a little unfortunate. I would like to see myself put in a little bit more effort because I feel like at this point it's worth it. I like don't have anything really bad to say about it. A lot of the bad things, are gone now. Like a lot of the bad things that I disliked about work before are gone now. Like there's still issues that I think about and I'm like, oh man, did I handle this right? But like, I don't know. A lot of that's kind of gone by the wayside because I'm not like, I don't have people staring at me anymore. So I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like you start to think about the next step after a little while. I think it's a bit early for me to think about that, but like, I'm always looking out for it because who knows, am I going to be doing this forever? And it's like, sometimes I do wonder, like, do I have a higher calling than this? Like, I don't know. I just keep my options open. I'm just kind of existing right now, man. It's not the best thing, but, in some ways I am grateful for what I have. It's like I have a decent job. I'm not in retail. I'm not in something overly dangerous or anything like that. So it's like I'm kind of, I can finally sit back and be thankful for what I have now that I'm in this position that I'm in. Because before it was kind of like, oh man, I'm in retail. It sucks. And it was like, I had to work through the pandemic and all that shit. And it was like, oh, I really got to get out of this fucking, But now it's like, I don't really feel that way. Like, I'm not doing great, in terms of like money and whatnot. But, it's not like I'm like rich and able to afford a 5-bedroom house or anything like that. But like, I'm doing decently. I have, it's going all right in that regard. I think the issue I have is just like, my life outside of that is so vaguely empty. And it's not actually, because it's like, I do art, I write, I do get these things done-ish. I don't do them as often as I'd like, but I still do them and I still have things to show for it, right? It's like I still stream, I still put that out into the world, but it's like, I don't know, it's like, there's some obvious things that are missing from my life, and that's probably where we start to talk about love and companionship and all that stuff. So that's where I'm going to stop talking about that, because it's like, I don't know, all of the issues inherent with that are a thing, but like, I don't know, life's going pretty decently right now, knock on wood, because all I need is for my kidney to give out or some shit, and that'll happen now that I've said it. But I don't know, I like, looking back on the big thing that happened this year is the job change, and it's been good. So I don't know, I don't have a whole lot to complain about there. Maybe it's like that's the thing for this year, and then 2024 it's like you can really focus on maybe trying new things or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I would like to learn to be more efficient still with my time. I feel like I do waste a lot of it, but like, I do get things done, so it's not all bad. You know what I mean? Like it's you know, I would like to be more at peace with myself overall, I think is what I would be like. I wish I was more decisive, certainly. You know, so that's a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, life's kind of all right now, you know? So not really a whole lot happening. I've been really looking forward to my family is going to Disney World in November. So I'm excited about that. I've actually been looking forward to that more than I thought I would. It's like I think about it pretty often about like, oh man, that's going to be cool. That's going to be fun, you know. It's not, and I think it's just something to do. You know what I mean? Like, cuz I haven't done anything like that in a long time. I mean, I do MagFest every year, but that's a yearly thing, and B, not like this. So it's actually really cool, something to look forward to. I tell you what else I've been thinking about lately is the beach. You know, it's like that's where my parents went this weekend, honestly. And I think that was another reason that I was kind of bitter and wasn't really stoked about having the house to myself for the past couple of days, because it's like I kind of wanted to go to the beach. I haven't been in years, and I found myself thinking a lot about it. I was watching an Airsoft Fatty video recently where he's on the boardwalk in New Jersey, and it was like it was kind of interesting to me how similar it was to the boardwalk that I know. I mean, it's a board and you walk on it, like, and there's like arcade games and stupid little shops, and it's like, you know, those stupid little shops have basically nothing I want in them, but I still think about them and I still remember them fondly, and it's kind of like, man, what do they sell in 2023? I mean, it was always interesting going down to the vacation spot and being like, man, what's hip this year? Because it was always based on that. Like, I remember it was the best place to get Dragon Ball Z shirts that were fucking awesome looking. I mean, like, seriously, I wish I still had them to show you, but, like, the art on those things looked so sick. It was, like, it was great. I remember going down there one year and getting 3 different shirts, and I loved those shirts to death. I remember having one with Future Trunks on it that I just loved. He was, like, kind of battle damaged and had the long hair with the, you know, it was tied back and all that. And then I had one with Super Saiyan 3 Goku on it, and like I think Kid Buu was on it too. I think I had a Vegeta shirt too, didn't I? Oh my god, I don't remember all the shirts I had. I remember getting a Family Kamehameha long sleeve shirt from somewhere too. I think that was at a store. I think I almost found that like at JCPenney or something, but like that didn't come from Donny Ocean. Yeah, I remember getting 3 shirts. I had to have had like a Majin Buu shirt at one point, right? Right? But yeah, that shit was always cool. I remember getting I got an airbrush shirt of Gyarados down there once, and it's like, you know, I don't know, it was cool. You know, you go there, you buy hermit crabs, you get, you know, Dumser's ice cream and Fisher's popcorn and Thrasher's French fries and all these weird little things that just happen down there. And it's like, you know, I think the more I look back on it, the more like things I remember. Like if you get all the way to the end of the boardwalk at the inlet, there's actually a place where you can turn right, and there's little shops back there, and it's like no one ever goes back there. There's like a bookstore back there. It's like, it's really cool. And like I kind of imagine what it's like to work there, right? And I remember like way like on the opposite end of the boardwalk, there's that one like rounded hotel that's very large, and like there's shops under it. I don't know, it's really, there's a lot of things I remember, you know, lots of different mini golfs. I remember distinctly, like as a child, there was this one where it was like there were walls and it was like ice coming up from the walls, and they were like bobsled penguins or something. I don't know. It's not there anymore, I don't think, because I stopped seeing it after a while. But it's like, I don't know. It's like I kind of miss going down there and seeing all the different hotels, and you know, we got in the habit of staying in the same ones all the time, so it was kind of you know, it was a little bit boring because I always liked seeing the different ones because I have a thing for hotels. I literally have like a fetish for hotels because I like them. I remember the one time I went down with a friend, it was a very different experience because like your friend's family like do not do the same things that you do, and it's very weird. And like you wake up and you go, you don't do this, you don't go to the beach, like you don't walk along the boardwalk, you just lay here, like what do you like? It was very strange, but we stayed at the fucking the Dunes Manor Hotel, and that place was fancy AF. They had bellhops and shit, and I was not used to that. It was cool though, like it was, I don't know, I like seeing all the different hotels, and you know, I always liked being in a hotel but looking at the other hotels and being like, who stays there? Like even as a kid, I did the thing where like I imagined what other people's lives were like. Like we stayed at this one hotel called the Sahara, and our room like faced this other hotel, and this other hotel was like orange and had like racing stripes on them, and it was called the Spinnaker. And I always looked over there and I was like, I wonder what kind of people stay at the Spinnaker. And it's like kids with families with teenage kids was, I think, what I determined. And I don't know, man, this really turned into a nostalgic ocean vlog, but it's like, I don't know. I think the thing about going down there is that like it's just like moving out. It's like I don't want to necessarily go with my parents, but I also don't want to go alone because like what would I even do alone? I don't know how to do things alone. It's like I should learn to go to the movies alone, you know? And it's like I don't know. I'm just like I don't know what to do. I've never done these things alone, so I feel like it would feel weird, but I also feel like I'd be cool with it, you know? Like in some ways. Again, I should really go like experience hotel because I just love hotels. It's weird. I don't know. I think it's just the stories. It's one of the reasons I really love going to MagFest every year. It's just like, and it shows me that going to the same hotel over and over again just never gets old. And it's just like, I don't know. It's cool. So since we're just talking, I'm going to open up a pack of Pokemon cards. The new expansion came out yesterday, Obsidian Flames. I bought a booster bundle at GameStop because my ETB hasn't come in the mail yet, which is embarrassing considering I ordered Pokemon cards yesterday and they came today, and they weren't Obsidian Flames. So, you know, I'm still waiting on the ETB because I don't know if there's really anything in this set that I want yet. I'm still like buying Paldea Evolved because I don't have my boy Bramblin, the art rare. I bought an ETB. We might see more of it later. And I've opened like 3 packs and I got 2 illustration rares and neither of them are Bramblin, so I'm thinking I'm already sunk on that one, but like, you know. I think I already got my good card in this booster bundle too. I've already opened 5 out of the 6 packs, so if you were expecting me to open the whole thing on video, I'm sorry, but like, you know. You know, it's funny because like Pokemon is like the one franchise where you can spend over $100 a month on merch and still not feel like you're a super fan, because there are people that will spend like $1,000 a month. So it's like it's Pokemon is weird, but like I love it. I don't know what it is, but it's like Pokemon is so pervasive. It's such a weird thing. So maybe I'll do a vlog about that. Anyways, we have Fire Energy. That's a cool one. That's a Fire Energy. Toad's cool. Speaking of cool, there's Toad's cool. Right? Or what if you went to Toad's school? Houndour. That's a cool little doggo there. Combee. None of these are Paldean Pokemon at this point, so that's kind of sad. Oh wait, no, Toad School kind of is, isn't he? Diglett. Diglett's very easy to draw. Charmeleon. All right, dude. If I get the Charizard, I'm gonna piss my pants. But Excadrill. Still not a Paldean Pokemon. Okay, so this is the first... No, it's not. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto's an Old Faithful. Just a cool looking bird, I guess. I don't know. Caesar is our first foil looking thing. It's a pretty cool looking card. Is that a rare? That is a rare, so that's nice. It's always cool to get to see the art. The art on that one's actually pretty sick. You can't really see it very well here, but, you know. I should start filming vlogs with my phone, because I got a new phone, and it has battery and memory, so I could probably start doing that again, so Let's see. Okay, so nothing interesting in this slot. It's just Barboach. And I feel like the last one's just going to be a regular rare, too. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ. It's just Scizor. Well, that was boring. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting being a Pokemon fan. I don't know. Right now, I just really use Pokemon cards as small treats for myself. They're fairly small and unobtrusive, and it's like, all right, you know, it's a lot of, and like, there's a lot of money going around, but like, you know, it's kind of nice just to have something. Like, you know, whenever I feel the itch to buy something, it's like, oh, drop a couple on Pokemon cards, and it's like, then I have something to show for my work, you know. And like, it's way better to buy, you know, Pokemon cards than something way more, like, there's plenty more expensive stuff out there, you know, that I could be buying and you know, spending a shit ton of money on every week. Like, I just think about, like, what if you went out every week? It's like, going out costs more than $40 now, you know, especially if you're drinking. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just kind of wanted to do a vlog where I update about life and all that shit. So there it is, man. It's all right. What else? What else is going on in my life? Not really anything. I don't know. I feel like this one was interesting. I don't know what to ask you to do in the comments. Just comment. Just do it. Just please. Just do it. I don't know. Let's fucking talk. Anyways, I hope you have a good day. Thanks for listening to me. See, if I stop now, I can be done before 40 minutes. And that's good for everybody. I always appreciate when I can keep a vlog under 40. It just feels good. Feels like it might be worth watching, actually. Whoa.